Good afternoon, everybody. It is the 5th of May 2018. This is Xbox One. This is PUBG. And we've had a test server update, just as they say, and they said we would. So what I thought I'd do is quickly read through the patch notes, show you a couple of things in the UI at the front, and probably the most important thing you want to know right now is that you can go into the store and you can spend those 1,000,000 battle points you've got on crates. I think they give you 100 crates to get lots of stripy t-shirts and jeans and things like that. So anyway, straight from the Xbox test server patch notes. They call it the 5/3 2018, so like the 3rd of May edition, although it only went live today at about 1 o'clock UK time. So it was from the PUBG Xbox team. They say, "Hi folks, the test server is back. This time around we're planning to run the test for just 3 days. Depending on how the test goes, we may decide to extend it further. The test includes both Miramar and Erangel, so we can test our matchmaking systems before bringing Miramar to live servers. That means that whenever you select a queue, the game will randomly drop you into one of the 2 possible maps. After we've tested our matchmaking systems, we may again adjust the map settings. Eventually, map selection will come to Xbox. It may simply take some time to bring over. Yes, I bet it would." So then they give you the schedule. Now, all queues include both Miramar and Erangel. So we've got solo third person, duo third person, but in squads we've got third person and first person. So for the first time on Xbox, we can go specifically first person's perspective in squads. And they basically say that. And the reason why they only have first person for squads is because they're concerned about splitting the matchmaking pool up too much. If it turns out that we have enough players on the test server, we'll consider opening up the first person perspective servers for both sides, which you will have. Blue hole, you will have. So then the meat of the patch changes, and these are the things that we're going to see come over to the live server if they work. So, and I've seen this already. There's plenty of changes in the settings menu. There's now colorblind settings, crosshair settings, new slider interface. You can adjust the strength of game controller vibration if you have it on. There's a dead zone for the left analog stick now. Aim acceleration can be now completely disabled if set to 0. Those of you previously set it to 0 may want to set it to 1 to preserve the feel from previous matches. That's interesting. That is interesting. So they're saying set it to 1. We might well do that. What was it? Aim. There we go. Okay. So these are the new settings basically you can see on the screen here. There's a new one called movement sensitivity. Not sure what that does. Maybe it's just, I don't know. I've set it to 10 anyway. We'll see. Scopes have been changed, so this is in-game stuff. Expanded all scopes field of view. Added a parallax effect when moving weapons quickly. Added vignetting. Darker edges, chromatic aberration, colour differences caused by light refraction, and a distortion effect on the edge of scopes. Out of game menus and user experience improvements. The cancel matchmaking UI has been improved. You can now cancel matchmaking by holding the X button on any screen except the settings menu. We improved the UI that indicates matchmaking is in progress. Transition speed time between menus has been increased. On test servers, the number of boxes that you can be purchased per week has been increased significantly up to 100. After launching the game, a single simplified loading screen pops up. A few more miscellaneous changes. Emotes have been added. Emote UI will show up if you press the LB and RB buttons at the same time. Choose an emote with the right analog stick. So LB and RB, right, okay. We added some contextual on-screen pop-ups that explain button functions, added new grenade hit effects and animations. We removed the grenade's knockback effect for player characters when dealing non-lethal damage, so though you can't knock people from behind cover. Bug fixes. There was a bug causing players to sometimes get stuck in a leaning position. This is now fixed. Fix an issue causing punching to slow down movement while sprinting. Player can no longer see through walls by going prone near houses with stone steps in Miramar. Never knew. In spectator mode, water sound sometimes inappropriately continued after changing perspective. This has now been fixed. When preparing throw grenades, the projection visualization no longer inappropriately penetrates through objects. And known issues. After long play sessions, 3 or more hours, we know it crashes, they know it crashes, they're just telling you to turn it off and turn it on again. And there's a bug bounty program. As announced previously, we will give rewards to 150 players who report bugs on the Xbox test server. Submit your bugs, just use this link. We'll also give 2 military crates to anyone who participated in the test. This will be distributed sometime after the test closes. Thank you very much for playing. So there we go. Emotes. Different scopes. Both maps. A random choice. Third-person perspective. First-person perspective in squads. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we get in. I haven't done this at all, so I don't know. Maybe the game will feel different. We'll have to play around with the settings. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do, but we'll see. So, I don't know. We might get Miramar. We might get Erangel. I'd like it if it should go from one to the other, shouldn't it? It should do Erangel, Miramar, Erangel, Miramar. Or, obviously, they'll bring in the choice. Oh, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Player Unknown's Battlegrounds. Now, you'll be pleased to know I'm actually playing on a broadband connection now. It's still only a wireless broadband connection, so I'm not quite sure how good the quality could possibly be. But we will see, and we will give it a go, and we'll see if we can see any changes. Obviously, the first thing we want to try out, I would have thought, is the emotes, isn't it? We want to see the emotes. When we load in the lobby, you may well be watching this live on Twitch. If so, hello, welcome aboard, welcome to my channel. Just checking we get audio. We are getting audio, excellent. Or you might be well watching this after the fact on YouTube, because I export them, or export my videos from YouTube, because I stream from my Xbox directly to Twitch, and then I export from Twitch to YouTube. It's the only real way you can do it at the moment. Right, so what was it? LBRB. Oh, here we go. And then, ooh. Well, that didn't do anything. How do you choose it then? So you do that. There we go. Look, see. Why is nobody else doing it? Come on, look at me. Look, you can do this. I can go that. Yeah, I can point my finger at people. My God, this is a game changer. I can. Oh, it's all round the wrong way. Alright. You have to press down on the right stick. Oh, there we go. Oh, that was exciting. We're in Miramar. We are back in the desert map once again. Oh, we didn't have it long enough to be solo. I didn't play many solos actually on Miramar. Right, where's the map going? Where's the plane going? Can't see it. Alright, here we go. I don't know. Maybe over there. Probably. I've never really learnt this map, to be honest. One thing I do know, it is huge and it is difficult. I think most of the games I played were squad games. We may well get some other players coming on later on. I don't know. We will see who is around. See who wants to play. It is a Saturday afternoon here in the UK, so people are, and it's quite a nice day. So people are probably out and about, cutting the grass, going to the shops, enjoying themselves that way. Right. Now, have they changed the vehicle spawns? Are we still going to get confused by those little piles of rubbish? Like that thing up ahead. Is that a pile of rubbish or a motorbike? Or a bush? Or a buggy? What is it? I think it's a bush. Oh! Oh, we have a bus. We have a bus. Is it a smashed up bus or is it a good bus? Is there such thing as a good bus? Well, one that's got petrol in it and it's free to me to get in is always a good bus. Here we go. Right. Off we go. Oh, it feels good to be back, I tell you. Oh, wait, am I going the wrong way? Oh, no, there we go. Well, I wouldn't give her a... Oh, right, we're in the circle. Excellent. Let's give this some... But we're in the circle. Let's give it some boost. Let's burn some petrol. Alright. I have to say, over the last few patches, the game has been running much smoother than it was previously. But, I mean, if that isn't 30 frames a second, I'll eat my hat. Not quite so good when we get in the big towns, but... Anybody above me? Or we can go underneath the car. Look at the size of this place. Still not really sure which are the best buildings to go for. Probably that big building up ahead, actually. Let's go and check that out. It's a warehouse. Right, so let's park. Oh, there's a Bronco there as well. So, what to do? Let's find some. Oh, let's do the ground floor first. Do the controls feel different? Oh, that is a good start. Nice cheeky AK. Oh, an 8x scope, a helmet, a frag grenade, bulletproof vest. Oh, Miramar is being good to us. What have they got in the jukebox? How does aiming... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. No, that's way too fast. That is, yeah. That aim down sight is way too fast. Right. Let's change that. Settings. Control. Targeting sensitivity. Aim acceleration. 1. ADS sensitivity. Oh wow, that is still way too fast. Right, okay. I reckon it's something to do with... I reckon it's... Could it be general movement? It's ADS, isn't it? Oh, I've got to apply it, haven't I? Right. Apply. Right. Okay, that's too slow. I'm going to get shot in a minute, aren't I? Actually, maybe there was a bug going on. That still seems too slow as well. Oh. Maybe there was something odd going on. Okay, back to business. And if you... Oh god, I thought that was somebody standing there then. And if you know, my business is basically running around avoiding everybody else. Because I'm no good at gunfights. And then creeping into the final circles. Or playing with squads where I can rely on my teammates to act as decoys. Oh, nice cheeky. I don't know what I picked up there. Wow, look at this. Look at this map. Look how huge it is. Very impressive. Very, very impressive. So, how has everybody been getting on over the last week or so? Though we haven't had Miramar. We've missed it, haven't we? Sniper rifle suppressor. Okay, so I don't know. It feels pretty similar to me. Right. Tell you what, I'm going to pick up that gas because it could come in handy. Let's head off into town. Oh, there's another I do like these warehouses. Right, we're on the edge of the circle, so I'd imagine we won't be in for the next one. You do get stuff on hay bales in there. That's better. That feels better. Ooh. Looks like we've got the old... Oh, yeah, interesting. Interesting. Let's get rid of that. I've got the old 8 times conundrum. Where you can't put the 8 times on the M16. In fact, pretty soon, if things go the way that the Xbox, ooh, what's that? Shotgun goes the way the PC's gone on Xbox, you won't be able to. Let's pick that up. You won't be able to put anything bigger than a 4 times on assault rifles, which I kind of, you know, I'm fairly happy with. The 4 times is a. Why did I pick up that 9mm? It looked like 7.6, didn't it, in that light? So anyway, what I was saying was, I prefer to have the AK as my close-up weapon, as the M16 as my fire weapon. But if you do pick up an 8 times, you can't put the 8 times on the M16 building that we can't get into. One of the complaints we had from Miramar the first time round is, although it's a bigger map, it seems like you've got to cover a bigger distance to get the same amount of equivalent loot that you would have on Erangel. Right, okay. Yeah, so that's our decision made. So that goes on there, holographic goes on there, drop the 9. Right, okay, so our M16 on burst. Sorry. Is going to be our close-up weapon and our distance weapon. Ooh. Oh, we got a bit of a bug there. Flashing. It flashes. Maybe I should report that and get a couple of Wanderer crates. Oh, there's the Winnie. The boys will be pleased. Kind of a bit like a sightless Car 98. The Winchester. Only iron sights though, so difficult to use. You can put the bullet loops on it for faster reloading. The UMP, I've been enjoying the UMP recently as well. I tell you what, I'm not convinced about the UMP though. Its ability with a suppressor on. I know lots of people say that the suppressor doesn't make any difference, but in my experience, whenever I've had a suppressor on an UMP, it hasn't performed in the same way as I would expect it to. You know, it doesn't seem to have the stopping power, the hitting power of when it doesn't have a suppressor on. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just feeling things that aren't there. Actually, we're doing all right, aren't we? We could really do with some like a level. Oh, there we go. Right, we need to drop some stuff. I want to come across a sniper rifle now, aren't I? No, I've dropped that suppressor for it. But what we got? We've got 120 rounds for the AK, which is more than enough for a sniper. And what we got? 180 rounds for the M16. Circles coming in. Just running around in circles here. Oh gosh, some more. 5.56, which I can't pick up because I haven't got a big enough bag. Can't pick any more 7.6. In fact, what I'm looking for now is a bigger bag. As far as the gameplay goes, it all seems to be lovely and smooth. Oh, right, okay. Circle's not very far. I think we should probably take this opportunity to try and remember where I parked. Where the hell did I park? Yeah, over here, wasn't it? We'll move our vehicle up a little closer. Because you cannot underestimate this map in terms of how difficult it is to move around it. Right, we'll take the Bronco. Take the Bronco. What has he got? Yes, fuel her up. Off we go. God, look at all this junk in the road. Oh, it's a... That's a pain. Am I going to get stuck here? Oh, it's a Sanka. It's a Mexico. Right. Okay. Oh. Oh. Ah, see, now there is a different option there, isn't there? Now, what I could do if I wanted to was I could do this rather cheeky thing. I could strip the AK. I could pick up the mini... Oh, no, because I had that suppressor, didn't I? Damn. I told you I should have put that suppressor down. Damn. We could go all 5.56, couldn't we? Do something like this. If I get it right. There we go. Let's drop that pistol. Don't need it. Nice. We've only got like 240 rounds to play with. Never drop a suppressor for a sniper rifle. Not like I did back there. Oh gosh. Alright, so now we've got even more options. So now we can drop the M16. Pick up the 416 because it's fully automatic. Pick the red... In fact... You know what I think's better? Right. So we have now got... What have we got? We've got the... I'm getting confused now. Right, we've still got the M16 as our close range weapon. Oh, now we've got... But now we've got the 416 as our 8 times weapon. Even though we haven't got all the attachments for it. But we can still... Did I drop an extended quick draw? I can't remember. Let's get inside this building before we get buggered. I'll tell you what, this has been a bit of a loot frenzy, isn't it? We've got 4 first aid kits, 6 boosts, more ammo than I would probably use in about... Alright, here we go. Ooh, somebody's close. Let's move. How do we get there? We could go straight up. Can we drive straight up this mountain? Can I get up there, do you reckon? Wow. Let's see what this little hacienda has to offer. Apart from some even more 5.56 extended quick draw. Thank you very much. Now we need to keep our wits about us now, because one thing that Miramar does offer is massive sightlines. You think you're safe when somebody's watching you from a long distance. So those basics we've learned over the past few months. Keep moving, don't go prone. Close doors. Always assume, oh nice. Always assume somebody is watching. You can't go wrong. So just so you're not surprised by how this gameplay will probably end, is that what will probably happen is we will get to the end and so should a man carry more than 300 rounds of 5.56 at any one time? I don't think so. I think 300 rounds is more than enough. In fact, what would be really funny is when we get to the end, see how many rounds I've actually fired. Oh, here's somebody. Okay, let's mark the centre of the circle. I think what's happening with PUBG now is that we're kind of getting into the... There's definitely somebody over there, isn't there? Shit, where have they gone? The tension mounts. How'd that fella go? Right, I've got to go now. Can't see where he went. Look how open this map is, though. It's amazing. But then we have these little rise and falls. I think it's not too... Probably don't want to go right out into the open there, do I? Have I left this charge into the circle that little bit too late? I know I've got someone to my right. Got no idea what the... Right, there's a shack there. What's going to be over this hill? Could be someone up there. So the person on my right is going to be running for the blue 2. Okay, I'm exposed here. Oh great, there's a town down there. That's not in. Right, I'm in. Nobody coming out of there. Let's get down here. Wait for this guy on the right. Okay. I do feel a bit exposed here. We are in the top 10. We haven't even seen another player yet. What did happen there? Oh, what happened there? I definitely got bullets onto him, didn't I? With my 8 times. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. Let's play another game. And now it should drop us into Erangel. There. Well, we got top 10, didn't we? So that's more than we could ask for, really. Very disappointed with that hit registration, though. I wonder if we're playing on the American servers. I bet we're playing on the American servers, aren't we? I bet we're playing on the American servers. So, let's see what happens next. The problem when you play on the American servers, obviously, is that there's enormous lag when you're playing from Europe. So, as I'm firing my bullet, the guy could have moved, you know, and it may look like he's in the same place to me. But he's not. But I definitely, at least, I didn't get any blood spurts at all, did I, on that? But I definitely should have hit him at least twice. Right. Very disappointed. Very disappointed. Right, we're back on Spawn Island. Right, let's practice these. So you go like that, then you go like that, Then you press down. No, 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 no. So you hold top and left bumper, move your right analog stick, and then you click down on the analog stick to do it. Oh, yes! I'm angry. What's that one? Oh! Nobody else is emoting. Come on, people. Haven't you not read the patch notes? We should all be emoting. How about that? Oh, yes, blow you a kiss. Somebody else should be emoting. Come on, I see you. Come on. Nobody is emoting apart from me. I'm very, very angry. Emotes are on. Oh, right, here we go. So now we're going to Erangel. Let's see how we do. Right, I guess we're going to run Lipova. We will find a car. It feels strange playing this on the test server, I tell you. Very odd indeed. Where do you reckon we're going to get a car? That right road or the left road? Oh, there we go. Seek and you shall find. A UAS. That does very nicely, thank you very much. And see if I can do my normal strategy of getting way too much loot and never getting to use it. Well, how many bullets did I fire? I had 300 bullets, didn't I? And I fired 4 times, did I? Something like that. Try and marker on Lippy. People could be flying there. Woo. Ah, the bright lights of Lipova coming up. So it could be a military base, final circle. Depends where the next one goes. Let's do the warehouses, and then we'll do the cafe. Hello, Mr. 416. Nice to have you aboard. I didn't mean to pick up the shotgun, but I will take the 9mm. Level 2 helmets. Onwards. Watch out for the little red crates. They're indestructible, those little red crates. Right, let's stop off and pick up some food. Fill our bellies. Prepare to move on to battle. Oh, we'll take that compensator, you never know. There's more 9mm over there as well. Okay, so we have to use a cheeky ump or the like. There's nice bandages there. There's definitely a lot of 9mm around. Two minutes. 2 minutes. Just remind me we're parked at the diner. So what am I after? A nice hollow would be... Actually, tell you what I want to do this game. I'm going to go red dots. I'm not going to go hollow. We were talking at work about the idea that you sometimes get in games, especially games that run on console, is that the game can't properly render the hitboxes for a target at distance if you're oh, that's a tactical stock on it. If you're just using a small sight. So what that means is if you're like, you know, when I just died, the idea is that if I wasn't using an 8x sight, I was using... Well, sorry, let's start from this side. I am using the 8x sight, and I aim at the guy. The game draws his full body. You know, you could see him, couldn't you? I could clearly see, get a headshot on him. And the game... so the game can draw his full body, it can render his full body, and it can render his full hitbox. So in other words, to hit him, I have to be fairly accurate. However, because of the power limitations of the Xbox and the PlayStation 4, if somebody is at the same distance away as that, but I just use a red dot, so in other words, the game wasn't drawing the whole thing, the chances are the hitboxes would be easier for me to hit with a red dot than they would with that 8x. Sounds a bit odd, doesn't it? But the idea is that it's easier to hit somebody at distance with a red dot, maybe not get headshots on them, but to hit them, than with an 8x, because the game isn't drawing the proper and isn't rendering, you know, in its memory or however it does it, the full game. The full hitboxes in the game. I know it's just a theory. So the idea is when you're taking on people at distance, one of the worst things to do actually is to on the Xbox anyway, is to run an 8x, because you're zooming in too much and you're actually making it harder to hit people. You're better off running a 4x and just blatting away, and then you get them that way. Right. Okay. So we don't have that much more time before the blue comes in. But we'll search a couple more houses on the way back, just to see if we can pick flash hider. Sniper rifle one though. Got 90 rounds, 5.5, which again is more than we need. Come on, PUBG gods, be good to me. Give me something beyond. I mean, the 4.6, don't get me wrong, 4.6 is a great weapon. I don't know why I'm moaning about that, but... Okay, looks like we're going with the Newsy. Let's just set it up. Let's do one more house. Oh no, here we go. That's what we wanted. The ump. With the red dots and compensator, extended quick draw. All ammo then I could shake a stick at. Well, I'm not saying the ump is better than the Uzi. Short range, far from it. The ump is much more powerful. The Uzi is much more powerful than the ump short range. But the ump is more useful at medium range. It's kind of a poor man's assault rifle, if you like. Full auto. Okay, where are we going? Military base. Back the way we came. Okay, we're not doing too bad. As usual, by jumping along, I've managed to avoid most of my compatriots, who are more than half of them are dead. Was there a motorbike up here? I might be tempted to grab the motorbike. But it should be a military base. Circle. But it might not be. It could flick the other way. Let's see where it goes. Oh, no, it's not military base. Or it could be military base. Might not be military base. Could be either, couldn't it? Yeah, let's head guess over there. I'm running a little bit short of fuel on this thing, aren't I? Is that a wreck? It is, isn't it? Yeah. Didn't the supply drop just kind of land up there? I know it's a bit naughty wasting that. Did it just plonk itself down up here? Oh, it must have gone in the sea. This place will be rinsed by now, won't it? I hear people firing at each other. Let's head out into... Ooh. Oi! Oi! It's not very sporting, sir, waiting for me to be driving away from you. Before you open fire on my lovely little UAZ. Doors open. I don't know, say I head over, I don't know, there. We're kind of on the flight path, aren't we, around here? Stuff will either been stripped already, or have people hiding in corners. That door's closed. That door's closed. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. So what have we got? M4 and 6 on auto. AK on auto. Somebody's on that hill, aren't they? Sugar. Cheers, mate. destroyed both our chances of getting off this bloody island. So now we've got to get there. Great. Actually, wait a minute. Oh, don't blow it up, you prick. So he's somewhere up there, isn't he? Yeah, you've done really well, mate. Great. Hope you die in the blue. Which we're going to do now. Unless I can find a vehicle on the road. Actually, sometimes a vehicle spawns over here. What the hell? Is that gun just going off? Is that a ghost? What the hell was that all about? Well, I'm terribly sorry, faithful watchers, for bringing you such a dismal stream. Everything would have been alright if that guy hadn't shot up my lovely Jeep. All is not lost. All is not lost. Sometimes there are vehicles on this road. We have got one first aid kit, one bandage, painkillers. Nothing that way. Nothing that way. That was really weird, wasn't it? What do you reckon what that was? There was those guns suspended in the air, and they just kind of took off, didn't they? There we go. Died outside the play zone. Oh, that was disappointing. But overall, the game is running very, very smoothly, even though I failed to kill anybody. Right, what we'll do now is, is anybody else around? Let us dive in and let's play one more game of solos, and then we can kind of do our final report on this new gameplay patch. To be honest, it seems to me like it's just fine. Yeah, it's fine. In fact, what I should have done when that guy was shooting at my Jeep, I should have done a bit of a an emote at him, shouldn't I? Right. 40 seconds to go, and then we'll be back in. There we go. Let's see if we can do something a little bit better this time. But as I say, the big disadvantage as a European player you have is the lag if we're playing on North American servers. Right, let's do practice some more remotes. No, 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 no. Yes, 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 yes. Hey, I surrender. Nobody else is emoting. Yeah, how did I do that? You said, did you? They don't know how to do it. They haven't read the patch notes. Right. This is clearly a Georgie jump. That is much smoother, isn't it? If you look at where that road is coming in. Right, let's see if we can get across this bridge safely without it disappearing below us. Right, 3 minutes to go. No, I didn't want... That's what I wanted, the bandages, not the 12 gauge. If you're in North Georgia, this is a very nice building to... That is very close. Where do you drop it? Nowhere near me. Right, we better get a wiggle on, because we ain't got nothing yet. One minute 50 seconds. No, we didn't get on particularly well with long-range shots, did we, earlier? So. So at the moment, we've got those two extremes of the Kar 98 and an Uzi. Oh, an Uzi with an extended mag. Bullet loops. Yeah, they make you reload a little bit quicker, don't they, bullet loops? 54 seconds. I think we've got one more floor and then the roof. So we really want an assault rifle now, don't we? Nothing fancy. I've got plenty of attachments. I've got a scope for my Kar 98. Extended quick draw mag for a sniper. Not the Kar 98 though. Doesn't work. Right, let's hit the roof. Let's see. That's 12k. Got a level 2 backpack, have we? We have now. I don't know if I'm starting to find solos. Oh, 2 times scope. A little bit on the boring side. Maybe it's because of my style. I think the problem is because my style of not going in hot. I hate going in hot. I think the problem I have with going in hot is that because everything renders in so slowly on my OG Xbox, half the time I'm kind of running at a bit of a disadvantage. Because I can't pick up guns or anything. I don't know if everybody else has the same problem. And sometimes you end up in a situation where you can't really fight because you haven't got anything, so you have to back off. And you end up in a town where other people have really good weapons. You don't have really anything. And you don't have a vehicle to get out of there either. What we got? We've still got a minute or so, haven't we? Well, mine's something else rather than this. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. This bloody 7.6 is so heavy, isn't it? Come on, I'd settle for an ump now. See if there's anything on the roof. We've still got a minute or so. We still do another couple of buildings. So a nice level 2 helmet. Okay, here we go. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? That's what I want to drop. 2 times scope on that. 556. Equip the M4. Put the holographic on put the suppressor on there. In fact, I tell you what, I'm more tempted to do. Drop the car. Put the 2 times on that. Equip the micro Uzi. Put that back on there. Put that back on there. Drop that. Drop that. Drop that. Drop that. There we go. That's better. That way I can use the M16 at long and medium range, especially if I put it on single. And I've got my Uzi for close up work. Right, where are we off to next? Let's go there. We won't go there, we will go there. We could go south, couldn't we? We could go there. Yeah, let's go there instead. I'm a big fan of the M16. If you're a player where accuracy probably isn't your strongest of qualities, like myself, where I have to fire a lot of bullets to hit somebody. We haven't got that long, have we? Really want me. One minute 53. And we are right on the blue, so there's no messing around with this one. We have to go when we have to go. With the car 98. One minute 20. Level 2 helmet. Nice, thank you. One minute. $40. Nice. 25 seconds. Ten seconds. Let's go. 5 seconds. Circle is closing. That's called cutting it fine. Open doors. Turns out if that place has been done, that place will have been done as well. We want to look for the third circle now. I really want to head towards Pachinki, to be honest. Should we do an emote in the wild? Oh yeah! My first emote in the wild. Okay. It's not too bad, is it? So in theory, people are going to be coming from... There's that farm over there. Here we go. This is PUBG. I tell you what, we had a really, really good squad game. I think it was last night actually. We got a chicken dinner. You might have seen it in my Twitter feed. It all started off in... Where did it start? Milfer. Or Milter. Is it Milfer or Milter? I never know. And... why is that down there? Don't like this. I haven't got much cover, have I? And we had a bit of a tussle in Milter, and then we went on to the bridge south of Milter, and we had to fight our way across because there was at least one. Jesus Christ. Jesus, that guy just walked straight into me. Oh, I've got to go. Where is he? Is he down there? Yeah, I see you. I see you. Oh no, I see you. And where was this guy that I killed? Thank you. Thank you. Oh, he's got an AKM. Just put that there. God, this guy had loads of good stuff, didn't he? Okay, so what else did he have? Great. This could be open, couldn't it? Yes, it's going to be open. Well, finally, we got a kill on stream. Even if the guy did just completely run into me and my Uzi. I feel good now. We've got a 4 times on our suppressed M16. We're running out into the open. In fact, that guy who was taking pot off earlier has probably parked his little buggy and is now waiting for me in the shadows, because I know that is exactly what I would be doing. But I've got to run like mad. Oh God, because I'm going to be in the blue. Hey, at least we've done okay in a few of these games, haven't we? We've got to like the top, at least the top 20, I think, in every single. Oh my God, look how open this is. Okay, so the tip of that warehouse is in. That's definitely the place to go. I would be in those houses if I was anybody. I would be hiding in this warehouse as well. Right there. Okay. Oh, I was there! Just as I went to change my scope, I should have checked my corners. Oh dear, Rob. What a silly mistake to finish on. But there we go. Oh, it's because I thought, right, we're going to be inside now. I'll change over to a holographic. And lo and behold, the guy was waiting for me. Anyway, so we've had a bit of fun today. This has been the new test server patch on the Xbox One for the May 5th, 2018. Again, they refer to it as something slightly different on the patch notes. But anyway, it's the game seems to be running nice and smooth. Matchmaking seems to be okay. They didn't really say if it was skill-based matchmaking, whether it was just matchmaking to get into the game. Now, I know that when we were playing on the test server on Miramar previously, there was a problem with matchmaking, especially in squads. It didn't seem to be working very well, and we had to keep going out and come back in, going out and come back in. But anyway, everything else seems cool. So, yeah, if you haven't got it already, download the test server. It is free. The game will be available for another few days. It's free if you already own PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, and you can be playing Erangel and Miramar randomly, one after the other. But we really want map choice, don't we? Anyway, that's enough from me. Put your questions and comments down below, and I will see you